Everyone holds a different approach to how to break a habit. There might be a time in your life when you need to break a bad habit or start a new one. The most important thing is to know what you're doing and why. Once the reasons are clear, the how-to will present themselves naturally. You could break a habit easily and quickly if they were never found in deep psychological need in the first place. If the underlying reason is not addressed and healed at its core, all attempts will fail in the long run. What are the causes of bad habits? Several factors may cause bad habits. Unfulfilled needs. Since childhood, our minds have been conditioned to want things at any price, even if it is just for the sake of feeling fulfilled. Nobody wants to feel empty or not satisfied. Unresolved emotions. Emotions are primal energy, condensations of life force. It is our inner guidance that moves us in certain emotionally charged situations. Suppose instead of dealing with them right away, they are left unresolved. In that case, the energy gets stuck inside, generating an emotional buildup that will cause tension in our bodies and block our creativity flow, thus creating negative habits. Need for attention. Being ignored brings up anger, resentment, and feelings of abandonment, which you can resolve by engaging in bad habits like overeating, smoking, or even drinking alcohol. The child in us still craves love and acceptance, no matter how old we have become. When this need has not been met, it still manifests as a yearning to be heard and seen. The false beliefs based on past traumas. All bad habits are rooted in false belief systems that need to be dismantled and replaced with real knowledge about who you are and what you can do to improve your life with practical tools. Poor communication skills. People often don't know how to express themselves properly with words or actions, leading to the compulsion of self-destructive behavior patterns. Lack of goals, self-motivation, and direction. This is the most significant factor that pushes people to search for quick-fix solutions that can never offer sustainable relief at the end of the day. At times, compulsive behavior comes due to psychological issues such as anxiety or depression. In other words, there's a link between psychological issues and addiction. The risk is that if the underlying problem isn't addressed, it will only lead to more compulsive behavior or addiction later on in life. The trouble with interpersonal relationships. Addiction usually leads to keeping healthy personal relationships at home or work because of neglected important commitments or responsibilities. It's not unusual for an addicted person to not keep friendships while all they want is just another drink or drug session, no matter how much it harms them in the long run. Denial. Many addicts tend to deny they have a significant problem. However, the signs are there for all to see. So this is why it's important to look out for these behavioral pattern changes as early as possible before the addiction takes over completely and ruins lives. In addition, denial is one of the most powerful predictors of relapse after rehab or therapy program withdrawal. How to break a habit. Have fun. For many addicts, having fun means getting high, and unfortunately, if you want to stop using, it might be time to reevaluate what fun means. Fun is doing the things that make your heart sing, spending time with people you love, finding hobbies and activities that bring joy to your life. If you find yourself at a loss about having fun without drugs or alcohol, ask your family and friends for some ideas. Get community support. If your family and friends can't help you, try looking on the internet or reading materials from a library to learn more about addiction and how to stop it. You might be able to find online groups or forums for people who are trying to recover from the same condition as yourself. Try not to make too many promises. It's easy to say that you'll never do drugs again, but if you haven't stopped using in the past, what makes you think this time will be any different? Instead of making promises, focus on improving your daily life by taking small steps toward better mental health. Don't stress too much. You're probably feeling pretty anxious right now about giving up drugs and alcohol. The best thing you can do for yourself is to take it easy. Don't make any dramatic changes in your life, because this could make you feel worse about yourself and worsen your mental health problems. Support groups. Join a support group where people share experiences and help each other make positive changes, such as giving up drugs and drinking less alcohol. This way, you'll have the opportunity to meet with others who are experiencing similar difficulties, and they might give you some helpful tips on handling stress without resorting to substance abuse again. Try something new. When we spend too long doing one thing in particular, sometimes our mind goes into autopilot mode when it comes to that particular behavior. To shake up your routine and stimulate your brain, try doing something completely different from what you usually do. Experiment with a new hobby or activity and see if it makes a difference. Try counseling. If you realize the problem isn't going away by itself, there's nothing wrong with seeking professional help. Get an appointment with a counselor who can support your mental health problems and help you get back on track. They'll be able to advise on dealing with stress without resorting to addiction again, using useful skills they'll go over in each session until they become second nature to you. Seek medical treatment. If the above steps don't improve your situation, you may seek medical treatment. Many medical conditions can trigger these symptoms, so doctors typically order tests to rule out underlying diseases. Get plenty of rest. It can be hard to sleep when you feel anxious all the time, but lack of sleep is only going to make things worse in the long run. Try working on stress management during this period and take some time off if necessary until things improve. If you want to read more lifestyle-related articles, make sure to visit www.lampoe.com.